Halo 3 ODST. If you don't know it, you're either too young or too damn stupid. I think this game is potentially the most scary, creepy, atmospheric, disturbing hellhole of a Halo game that there is. Now, I've broken this video up into sections so you can skip around and choose the things that you most want to see. So section 1 I'm going to call Exploring the City. So that's just going around the city, and I'm going to show you different things that you can see and you can find that I find particularly interesting or creepy or just atmospheric in general. Next, we've got Dark Zones Part 1. Now the Dark Zones are like parts of the city that you're not really meant to be in. I found a way that you can kind of glitch in to these out of bounds areas, and honestly they're even more creepy than just the normal game. But there's a few very interesting and scary aspects of this that I don't know if anyone's ever picked up on or talked about before, so make sure you tune in for them. The first one is going to be at the end of part 1, and then the second one, the most scariest, creepiest thing that I think I've found, is going to be at the very end of the video, so watch to the end to find that little creep show. Then we have what I'm calling the Backrooms, where I'm going to explore the corridors and apartments and things that you can walk inside and go through, because there's a lot of horrendous things going on inside there that needs to be explored and shown. And then, like I said, end of the video, the Dark Zones Part 2. So without further ado, let's make our way through the devastated streets of New Mombasa. It's a rainy night in New Mombasa. You wake up in your drop pod and everything has gone rather badly. You're surrounded by Covenant forces. The city has been turned into a post-apocalyptic nightmare. Streets are left abandoned and shrouded in darkness. Graffiti litters the cold walls with all kinds of lovely messages. Covenant, go home! I don't think people were very happy. Rain clouds circle above you as you traverse these barren streets. The city is a mere skeleton of what it once was. Every dark corner tricks your mind that something could be watching and waiting for you to turn your back. Everywhere you go, there's a quiet dread filling the air. Bodies lie still after Covenant ambushes, murdered mercilessly. Let's just take a minute to really appreciate this very jazzy soundtrack that they've got. There's a reason why everybody loves this. This scene always creeps me out. It's just so ominous. Jeez. The rain combined with the eerily towering skyscrapers is such a cool visual. The Covenant are brutal in their attacks. There are no survivors. A cool detail that I noticed was all these various phone booths and ticket machines. They've all shorted out and are now spitting out various gubbins all over the floor. There's just an overall very scary vibe to the whole place. So this is a shield gate that we'll come back to later, keep it in mind.
Hi.
That is also not a sunset. That is literally more of the city on fire. It looks amazing, but if you think about it, it's very horrible. The Phantoms, I think, have these little dangling penises off them. Can somebody tell me what they actually are? Also, be very careful when you're using the flight to get around and look at all this stuff. It can result in very bad things. The lighting in this game is amazing. It really gives certain areas a very demonic feel. Underneath this walkway here is something that I've always found very interesting. So you only see these symbols with night vision on, and only around dead elites. There are no living elites to engage with in ODST. They've all been killed by brutes after the betrayal. Look at this sexy fella here. This game is like walking around in a zombie movie. Look at this imagery right here. The burning car. More dead elites are hidden around the city, almost like Easter eggs. Look at them. Poor fellas. What are these symbols? The city is full of these cool little storytelling wreckages, being loomed over by these lifeless towers. I like all these ruined streetlights sparking away in the dark. Excuse me, mate. Yeah, I'm trying to do a video here, lad. Yeah, piss off.
Bye, mate. Bye.
Now, something really interesting here is at the train station. You can find these little grates over the entrances of the tunnels. And you can see down in there, but not go inside. So keep this in mind, as to later in the video, we'll be able to go down here in the clone version of this station. It's located somewhere else on the map. More ballsack phantoms.
Nice.
The dead police and marines really show the frantic final stanza of the defense of this city. Down in this underground road you can find some interesting stuff. Namely, this group of sleeping grunts. Look at them, little fellas all tucked in bed, lovely nice dreams. And then there's some unique graffiti around them that I've not seen anywhere else in the game. Good night, my baby boys. You can find a nearby bit of storytelling where a brute and elite must have killed each other in a vicious gunfight. This alleyway always sticks in my mind for being quite haunting. The remember reach sprawled on the wall and then the dead marine in the corner is just extremely creepy and sad to me. Now if you fly over the shield gate I mentioned before, you have to kind of jimmy it a little bit over. Then you'll land in one of ODST's dark zones. These are incredibly creepy areas of the map which players aren't normally allowed in. The streets are completely empty and there is nothing out here but silence and the ghosts of the dead. You can get a really nice look at the city from out here though. Walking through these streets is even creepier than the normal game. The atmosphere is very, very strange. Interestingly enough, this outside area mirrors a lot of the normal map just with all the other elements stripped away. It features numerous silent, empty hallways and passages that you can explore. It's just extremely creepy. However, the main feature of this area is the clone train station. This thing mirrors the other station in every way apart from one thing. The gates are gone. Meaning that you can walk down into the dark below and find, honestly, nothing. But there is these kind of weird black rooms at the bottom. They're very cool and spooky, but yeah, no, there's no horrendous monster lurking underneath, unfortunately. There is this one unique tunnel though. It's the one furthest on the right, and it has this very weird, scary, flashing light and weird smoke emanating from the inside. There's no real reason for this that I can find or can see. It's just very eerie and kind of gives me the creeps, honestly. What is going on here? Where's it come from? What is this magic gas? In this section we're going to explore what I'm calling the ODST Backrooms. These are all the creepy and spooky hallways you can find throughout the city. These places are definitely some of the scariest places to explore, and they have some of the saddest storytelling. On a side note, correct me if I'm wrong here, in the original ODST, wasn't this a poster like referencing to the upcoming Destiny game? They've changed it, maybe? I don't know. But this place in particular is very spooky. The lighting gives the trees almost this hellish feel, like we shouldn't be here. Beyond this lies more death. A battle between Marines and Covenant leaves no survivors. Heading upstairs, the carnage continues. Death lingers in every room and down every corridor. Look at this shit. It's spooky as hell. Now this guy just died before he found out that Helldivers is coming to Xbox. Poor guy. God, he could have just held on a little longer. Moving up into the last room, we see a Spartan helmet smashed into a TV screen, which is part of the main story. However, the most somber view is actually outside. From the window you can see the devastation caused by the Covenant. Down this back room there is so much of the same bloodshed. However, outside in the courtyard we find this. Engineers float around a strange stone monument in the centre of the grass. These stones share the same markings as the walls above dead elites. And speaking of which, 2 dead elites lie underneath the obelisks. Interestingly, the center column also shows the symbol for an AI. I don't know the lore behind this, I just thought it was rather peculiar. Fuck up! There are many of these corridors to explore in New Mombasa. each one offering something new but equally disturbing. If anyone knows what these symbols are, please let me know. Lots of death haunts these walkways. No hope, no survivors. This room comes out into an important balcony for the story, but also just another reminder of how isolated you are in this huge graveyard. These rooms and courtyards are everywhere, so I've probably missed a lot of cool stuff, so please tell me what you've seen exploring these back rooms. So there is another out of bounds area in the north of the city, where we can do the same glitch to get in, and it's equally as cool and eerie as the other one, featuring a nice little roundabout and an impressive view of this city. However, all the doors lead to darkness, and one in particular leads to something very, very unnerving. You can find this doorway, which you can go inside and follow the corridor around. And at the end of the hallway, there's another doorway. But this one feels different. It feels like it doesn't want you there. This cold black darkness stands over the whole room. As you go near, you feel like it's looking right back at you. And that's all for today, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching this video. It's taken a little bit to record all the bits for this. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you want any more of stuff like this, or the same vein, creepy little details, or just some things that are interested in Halo games. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you can think of that would make an interesting video. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe. You know from other YouTubers, it helps the whole bloody algorithm thing. So please, if you liked it, please do it. Goodbye, everyone.